Sheridan Smith is back on our TV screens this month in the new BBC drama about the search for Shannon Matthews. The Moorside is a dramatic retelling of what happened when the 9-year-old disappeared in 2008, only for it to be found out her mum Karen Matthews was behind it all. Sheridan will be playing Karen's friend Julie Bushby, who stood by her throughout the trial. Meanwhile, Gemma Whelan is starring in the drama as Karen, and Sean Brooke will be her other friend Natalie Brown. Shannon was found on the 14th of March 2008 at a house in Batley Car, a short distance from Dewsbury, which belonged to 39-year-old Michael Donovan, the uncle of Karen's boyfriend Craig Meehan, 24 days after being reported missing. The kidnapping was subsequently discovered to have been planned by Karen and Michael to generate money from the publicity. Their plan was for Michael to have eventually found Shannon, take her to a police station and claim the reward money, which would be split between him and Karen. Karan was eventually sentenced to 8 years in prison for kidnapping, false imprisonment, and perverting the course of justice, although she was released in 2012. But what happened to Shannon? Shannon will now be 18 years old. However, she and her 6 siblings were all put into care and given new identities under police protection, and even her grandparents have been barred from seeing them. June and Gordon Matthews spoke out in 2011 to mark the 3rd anniversary of the terrifying ordeal. June said, "I think of them every day and I'm heartbroken that because of Karen they can't see their grandparents. It has been 3 years of hell. The only thing that gets us through the day is knowing they are in good hands. We have faith that whoever is caring for our grandkids is doing a good job, better than Karen could ever do. But not being able to see them and cuddle them is so tough." The night she was found, social workers took 3 of Shannon's siblings to June's home in Dewsbury, West Yorks, and asked the couple to look after them. Shannon was still being questioned by cops at the time, and Karen's other 3 children were with their father. June said, "The kids had come straight from Karen's and they were filthy. Their faces were dirty and they had no change of clothes, so we bathed them, fed them, and a friend went to a supermarket to get them some new clothes." But later that evening a police liaison officer and a social worker came and told us they needed to take the children. It was the last time we ever saw them. June and Gordon, 70, claimed they were promised visiting rights for the kids in care, but insisted this was yet to happen 3 years on. They also say all they had been told about the youngsters is they were doing well in their new homes. June said, "We do understand they needed to start new lives after what went on and we only want the best for them. But it's heartbreaking as a grandma not to see them. Shannon's old enough to remember us and she will be wondering why we aren't around anymore. I hate the thought she may think we don't love her anymore because we love her to bits. We love them all." She went on, "It would be amazing to see them and give Shannon a big hug after everything she went through. Social workers have said the kids will be able to get in touch when they're old enough, and I hope to God they do." June added, "We did nothing wrong, but we're being punished every day." For 2 years after the children were taken away, June bought them birthday and Christmas gifts. But she said, "I've had to stop now because the social workers told us they don't need them. They say they get enough from their new families. I'm also not allowed to give them letters. The social workers say it is for the kids' benefit. I understand that, but I think it's rotten. I feel we've been forgotten." June said the last time she bought Christmas presents for Shannon and her siblings it took social workers 6 months to pick them up. She went on, "The woman who came seemed friendly and said, 'They have a lot, haven't they?' But it meant their Christmas gifts were delivered in the summer. And I still don't know if the kids got them because we were never told." Before Shannon went missing in 2008, June and Gordon saw their grandchildren every week and often had them to stay for the weekend. But she and Gordon are convinced they will not be forgotten by Shannon and their other grandchildren. June said, "I think one day there'll be a little tap on the door and it will be Shannon. She'll find us when she's old enough to come looking. People say they'll forget us, but they won't. They've been brought up with us, lived with us, and love us." She said Shannon was a really good kid, quiet and polite. June went on, "She enjoyed helping me with housework and used to say, 'I'm doing all my chores, Grandma.' And she loved to draw. She was a great little artist." June added, "In the old house we had pictures of Shannon and the kids all over the walls in the living room. Now I keep them in the bedroom so I can see them before I go to sleep and when I wake up. But I couldn't be surrounded by them all day, it's too difficult. I'd love some new photos of the children. A school photo once a year would make a world of difference, but we get nothing. No pictures, no little letters, no news." Gordon added, "I'm sure we will see Shannon and all our grandkids sometime. They are always welcome here because we love them."